Something strange was brewing in the tranquil town of Meadowville. Mrs. Thompson, who is well known for her love of animals, was taken aback when she discovered a rabid cat in her garden. While unpleasant, this story serves as a crucial lesson in dealing with such dangerous situations. Understanding rabies in cats. Rabies, an extremely dangerous and fatal virus, is primarily transmitted through the saliva of infected animals and poses a significant threat to both humans and animals alike. This virus is particularly concerning when it comes to domestic pets, like cats. Recognizing the signs of rabies in cats is absolutely essential for ensuring safety and taking prompt action. Typically, a cat infected with rabies will display a range of symptoms that are not usually characteristic of its normal behavior. These symptoms can include aggressive behavior, which might manifest as unexpected biting, scratching, or sudden attacks. This aggression is a stark deviation from their usual temperament. Identifying symptoms of rabies. Excessive drooling or frothing at the mouth is another indication of rabies in cats. This symptom is extremely concerning and is often one of the most visible indicators of the illness. Additionally, cats infected with rabies may have hydrophobia, or a dread of water. This is an amusing symptom given that cats are notorious for their dread of water. Yet in the event of rabies, this fear becomes far more severe. Neurological signs and safety measures. It's also important to note that rabid cats might show signs of neurological problems, such as seeming disoriented, walking in circles, or exhibiting partial paralysis, particularly in the hind legs. Their meows might become hoarse or strange-sounding, and they may have difficulty eating or drinking due to paralysis of the throat muscles. Immediate actions and public safety. If you ever suspect that a cat may be infected with rabies, it's crucial to maintain a safe distance and avoid any form of contact. Rabid animals can be unpredictably aggressive and may attack without warning. The risk of transmission through a bite or scratch is high, and the consequences can be severe, as rabies is almost always fatal once symptoms appear. Contacting authorities for assistance. In such cases, it is critical to call local animal control officials or wildlife specialists as soon as possible. They are taught to handle possibly rabid animals safely and to take the necessary precautions to prevent the virus from spreading. Remember that dealing with a suspected rabid cat is about more than just the individual's safety. It's also about the larger public health ramifications. Prioritizing personal safety. The most important thing to remember when dealing with a possibly rabid cat is to prioritize your own safety. It's important to remember that rabid animals, especially cats, may be unpredictable and dangerous. Because of their unpredictability, they are exceedingly harmful, not just to people but also to other animals. If you believe a cat has rabies, you should never try to catch or contact it, even if you are acquainted with the cat or it looks calm at first. The danger of an unprovoked attack is considerable, and the consequences may be serious. The role of animal control specialists. Rather than taking things into your own hands, the best course of action is to call local animal control authorities or other appropriate local authorities as soon as possible. These specialists have been specially trained to deal with rabid or possibly dangerous animals. They have the required tools, knowledge, and protective clothing to securely catch and handle the animal without inflicting more suffering or exposing themselves to infection risk. Community awareness and precaution. When contacting animal control or local authorities, offer as much information about the cat's location, behavior, and any contacts it may have had with humans or other animals as possible. This information is critical for them to appropriately analyze the issue and take suitable action. It's also critical to stay away from the location where the cat was last spotted until aid comes. In addition to notifying the police, notify your neighbors and anyone else in the area of the possible threat. People should be notified, especially if the cat is in a residential area, so they may take measures and keep their dogs inside. This level of community knowledge is critical to reducing rabid cat interactions. Vaccination, the first line of defense. If you have pets, vaccination is your best defense against rabies. Regular vaccinations for your cats and dogs are not just a legal requirement in many areas, but a crucial step in protecting them and your family from this fatal disease. Always keep your pet's vaccinations up to date and maintain records of their immunizations. Immediate response to exposure. In the unfortunate event that you or your pet get bitten by a suspected rabid cat, immediate medical attention is crucial. Wash the wound thoroughly with soap and water and seek medical care immediately. For pets, consult your veterinarian right away. Rabies is almost always fatal once symptoms appear, but timely post-exposure prophylaxis can prevent the virus from taking hold. Preventing animal encounters. Preventing encounters with wild or stray animals is also key. Keep your pets supervised and avoid leaving food outside, which can attract stray or wild animals. Educate your family, especially children, about the dangers of approaching unfamiliar animals. Indoor cats, a safer option. In areas with a high incidence of rabies, consider keeping your cats indoors. Indoor cats are less likely to encounter rabid animals and are generally safer from a variety of threats, including traffic and fights with other animals. Comprehensive approach to rabies prevention. Remember, effectively dealing with a rabid cat involves a multifaceted approach centered around prevention, caution, and immediate action. Understanding the risks associated with rabies and being aware of the necessary steps to take are crucial in safeguarding not just yourself, but also your family and pets from this deadly virus. Educating for prevention. Prevention starts with education and awareness. Educate yourself and your family about the dangers of rabies, how it spreads, and the importance of avoiding contact with wild or stray animals. This knowledge is particularly important for children, who may be more inclined to approach animals without understanding the potential risks. Discuss with them the importance of reporting any encounters with stray or unfamiliar animals to an adult immediately. Vaccination and caution. Vaccination plays a critical role in prevention. Ensure that all your pets, especially cats and dogs, are up to date with their rabies vaccinations. This is not only a legal requirement in many areas, but also a critical measure for preventing the spread of rabies. Regular vaccinations provide a strong line of defense and can be the difference between life and death in the event of an exposure. Dealing with stray animals. Caution is key when dealing with stray or unfamiliar animals. Always maintain a safe distance from animals that appear sick. Urgent care for bites and scratches. Immediate action is vital if you or your pet are bitten or scratched by a cat you suspect is rabid. Wash the wound thoroughly with soap and water to reduce the risk of infection, and seek medical attention immediately. For pets, consult your veterinarian as soon as possible. Prompt medical care is essential, as rabies is almost always fatal once symptoms appear, but can be prevented if treated promptly after exposure. Securing your home environment. In addition to these steps, maintaining a clean and secure environment around your home can help deter wild animals from entering your property. Secure garbage cans, avoid leaving pet food outside, and close off any openings where animals might enter, such as crawl spaces or attics. Conclusion: lessons from Meadowville. By adopting these practices, you contribute to a safer environment for everyone. Dealing with a rabid cat is a serious matter, and your proactive approach can make a significant difference in preventing the spread of rabies and protecting your community. In conclusion, Mrs. Thompson's experience in Meadowville is a stark reminder of the dangers posed by rabid animals. By staying informed and prepared, we can ensure our safety and the well-being of our beloved pets. Let this story be a